Are you a fan of pistols? Are you a fan of Rival? Are you a fan of AccuStrike rounds that fly pretty straight? Well, I would stick around because your fate might be in store for you today. Let's get into it. What's up guys, DJ Darkbeat here bringing you another blaster review video. Today we're going to be sticking with the Rival line and sticking with a pistol. I do enjoy pistols very much, and this one I paid, I think, $8 on Amazon. Anything is worth $8 in terms of a Rival blaster. I mean, I don't care what it is, but for $8, let me show you, we're talking about the Nerf Rival Fate. Very nice, very solid little pistol, very easily upgradable as well. You have this fiber optic kind of iron sight in the front with an adjustable rear sight that does do elevation. There's on a little bit of a ramp here, so you can dial in distance and elevation, which is pretty cool. It has a T-prime pull in the back. When you pull the prime, the breech opens, you load the ball, close the breech, and fire. Very simple, very easy, has some pop. Safety on the side. There is no tactical rails on this. There is a little rail here on the bottom that I'm assuming something can be mounted to, but there is no Picatinny kind of rails anywhere on this blaster. Also, the one gripe I do have about it in terms of Rival, there is no onboard storage for any kind of Rival rounds. There is nowhere to put any Rival rounds. There should have been at least a storage compartment for a couple of the Rival balls somewhere on this blaster. That would have been nice. Other than that, it really feels good. Very nice grip, feels very good in the hand. This is probably one of the best grips I've ever had the pleasure of using. It fits me perfectly. It's small, it's lightweight, it's easily holsterable, and the ergonomics on it are quite nice. It's not goofy looking. It really, I love the color scheme with the yellow, the blue, and the black, and the orange. It looks nice. I do like these Rival blasters, like the Pathfinder, the Forerunner. These are the AccuStrike blasters. They do come with the AccuStrike rounds. They are a little bit more accurate, and they are a little bit more accurate, which is nice. So Rival is one of those things that, you know, I like it personally. It does not perform at distance, but for a close quarters game, anywhere inside 30 feet, this is the blaster to use, especially if you're playing some kind of HVZ or something like that, and you have a Nemesis or a Proton Pack or something like that. Everybody's using Rival because you could spray a lot of Rival really fast. Just gets a little expensive doing that. So let's take this over to the Chronograph. I have not chronoed it yet. I have used it a little bit just to get a feel for it, and I do enjoy it very much. But let's take over the Chronograph, see what kind of numbers we get. Hopefully we're going to be getting in the 80 plus FPS kind of range, but judging by the way this blaster is modifiable and the kits that are out for it, I'm assuming it does hit pretty well because it needs to be able to be even worth modifying to a short dart kind of kit. But if this thing hits 80, 90 FPS with the short darts, it's going to bring it over 100 FPS with the short dart barrel. It's just, that would be awesome. Just like the Knockout. The Rival Knockout is one of the most modifiable little Rival blasters there is. This is going to be one as well. All right, so let's take it over to the Chronograph, see what kind of numbers we get, and go from there. All right, stick with me, guys.
The Nerf Rival Fate. It is really a nice looking blaster. The color scheme is really nice. Fiber optic front, iron sight, breech, adjustable rear sight, T-pull handle, real comfortable grip, smooth trigger, safety for the trigger, Rival color scheme, and just an overall really sharp looking blaster. I really do enjoy this one. Now let's get some numbers at the Chronograph and see what we got.
Okay guys, so here we go. I got 5 of the AccuStrike rounds that that the blaster takes. I'm going to do 5 AccuStrike first, then I'm going to go with 5 of the Adventure Force rounds, and then I'm going to go with 5 of the original Nerf Rival rounds, just to see if there's any difference in the shots. Alright, so let's get going here and see what this baby can do. 93.4. That's what I'm talking about. 89.2. 95.1. 96.4. 95.4. That's what I'm talking about. That's why this thing is very modifiable, and I cannot wait to get that short dart kit and see what it can do. Alright, so now we are going to go with the Adventure Force rounds and see if there's any change to the FPS. Alright, here we go. 85.2. 86.9. 90.5. 82.6. And 90.2. Alright, so a little bit drop in the FPS actually with the Adventure Force. Now we're going over to the tried and true original Nerf Rival rounds. Let's see what we got. 90.8. 87.9. 88.5. 91.5. And finally 82. Man, this thing has got some pop. I mean, I really like this little blaster. And again, I'm gonna talk about it a little bit more later in the video and pop it up on the screen, show you exactly what I ordered and what I will be doing with this thing. Alright, so now let's do a little target practice and see how accurate this baby is. Alright, stick with me, guys. Okay, guys, so I got 5 of the AccuStrike rounds. I am gonna take shots at the top of the dart catch. Maybe I'll hit the rival target a few times, but this is again from about 25 feet. There is no point in going out and doing the 50-foot plus distance test outside. I don't really care to do that with the rival as much, but if I could be accurate from 25 feet, that's where I want to be. Alright, so here we go. Nerf Rival Fate, 25 feet. Let's see what we got. Right. Not too shabby. Woo! Wow. I got this thing dialed in pretty good right now. Okay. So 5 for 5 with the AccuStrike rounds. Guys, I just aimed the same way each time. Did not try to adjust my aim at all. And that was the result. Pretty awesome. Again, from 25 feet, not bad at all. Alright, so here we go now with the Adventure Force rival rounds that you could buy at Walmart. The orange Adventure Force. I believe these are Adventure Force. Something like that. Anyway, but here we go. 5 of these. Let's see. Same, aiming at the same exact spot. Let's see if they're the same. Spot on. All right, 5, 4, 5. All right, and last but not least, 5. Oop, well, I just dropped one and it's gone now. So 4 of the Nerf original yellow rival, and that's where Nerf rival sucks. Okay. And last one. Boom. Woo! So you can see it right there with your own eyes, ladies and gentlemen. This puppy is pretty dead on balls accurate. So let's go to the conclusion. Okay, guys, so the Nerf Rival Fate. Again, $8. I think it's on sale right now on Amazon for $8.99. I believe I got it even cheaper than that, but I got to look back in my Amazon history. But even so, I'll put the link in the description below. Again, I don't have an affiliate link or get anything from that, but right now I believe I saw it on Amazon for $8.99. Price point on that is absolutely unbelievable. You saw what it could do. It's hitting in the upper 80 FPS range. I'm sure it touches into the 90s. It was hitting into the 90s. So I'm sure she tops out maybe over 100 here and there, but 90 FPS in the 90 range, out of the box, accurate as can be from 25 feet for $8.99. Man, I'm not a genius, but that sounds pretty good to me. So let's go into the things I don't like. Again, I am not a fan that this thing doesn't have any kind of storage on it for any kind of rounds at all. That is a miss in my opinion. Usually most of the Rival blasters have some sort of storage somewhere, especially the smaller ones. If they do not have a magazine or some kind of storage somewhere, even the Rival Knockout had storage for 4 Rival rounds on board. This has none. My usual gripe with Nerf is, they only painted the one side, but the color scheme on this is so nice that you really don't miss it as much on this blaster as you do on some of the Elite blasters. So that's a thing. Another thing, it only comes with 3 AccuStrike rounds. For the price point, I guess you really can't complain about that, but if you're just getting into Rival, then you only got 3 rounds to play with, and I'll tell you it's going to be a short day because these things go missing quite often. So that is an issue. It does say up to 90 FPS velocity. That is true. Pullback priming bar, 3 times high impact rounds, compatible with all Rival blasters. So the claims they've made on the box are true. Hasbro, finally, you actually made some nice accurate claims. And that's what we like to see. We don't like to see BS. We like to see a little bit of honesty, and just tell me what it's going to do and I'll choose to buy it or not. The accuracy surprised me. It honestly surprised me a little bit. From 25 feet, 25 feet, every freaking shot was right there. I could see some of the balls were starting to, when they got to the target, as they were actually passing through, I could see them some were starting to tail right. So again, when you go out to distance, that's the problem with Rivals. They have a tendency to veer off. And unless you're playing with a curve, the curve shot that you want that to happen, you really don't want that happening with your shots. This was, I used the iron sights and I kept the same sight profile the entire time. I aimed at the same exact point the entire time, and the rounds went in the exact same spot every time. So the spread on the shots, even though they all went in, the actual spread was within a 6-inch group, with the exception of the yellow Rival at the end that kind of veered off a little bit. But the AccuStrike Rival rounds, that was the tightest group I've seen in outside of a short dart Springer. So that was very nice. Other than that, there's not too much I don't like. There could have been a tactical rail on it somewhere to put something, but they put these big goofy iron sights on there, so I'm assuming they guess that's what you're going to be using. But there's no rail on the bottom. Some people, I guess, would like to have a flashlight or something like that. Again, nitpicky kind of stuff. Don't really care. The prime, you can prime it. If you don't pull this bar back enough, the breech will not open. So right now it is primed. and the breech did not open. So you have to pull it back. There's an extra little click at the end. You have to make sure that you pull it back all the way. Otherwise, it will not open. And you can open it even after it's primed, even after you close it. That extra pull is what opens the breech. So the other thing you can do is you can shotgun this. It does shoot hard enough at 90 plus FPS that you could load 2 rounds in here and shoot a nice little shotgun blast. Not a bad little feature. Things that I like, it feels so good. It feels great as a pistol. I mean, this thing really feels nice in the hand. Again, this would be super easy to holster. The profile on it is not too big. It's a little thick as opposed to like an Outlaw or something like that. It is a little bit thicker, but that's because of the kind of ammunition that it takes. The kind of projectile that it shoots, the round ball is a little bit bigger. I don't know. But you know what? It is a little bit thicker. So it does have a hop up in the barrel. And it just feels really good. The safety is trigger lock, so it locks out the trigger. But it feels really good. This is one of the nicest grips that I've ever had the pleasure of using. So make sure you pull it back all the way, load your round, and you're good to go. Pull it back again, and now we got 2 in there. And that didn't suck at all. That didn't suck. That was pretty good. So you get a nice little shotgun blast, and they started to spread. That was pretty cool. So what more can you ask for? For $8 and change, you could have 2 balls loaded up, ready to go, and do a nice little spray, 2 shots at once at good performance whenever you need it, strapped to your hip. I'm all for that. All right, so my opinion is this is a buy, 100% buy. I don't know what the original price is, but at $8.99, buy it. Buy 1, buy 2, buy 3, whatever you can afford. For $25, you can have 3 of these things. Now, I'm going to put the link up, or I'm going to put the link in the description below, but I'm going to put the picture right up now of the kit that I bought that will be coming for this to convert it to short darts. It is not for, I guess, beginning modders. There is a lot of shell modification that needs to be done. This entire piece here needs to be cut because this will be mag fed, as you can see in the picture. It adds the short dart breech, barrel, and magazine adapter that you have to install. So it takes mags, and then you're fine with short darts. And I guarantee you, the performance will probably be upwards of 120 FPS, somewhere in that range. I wanted to do this video today to make sure I got this out before I got the kit. And then I want to show you what this will be when I'm done with the mod. Put a comment down in the description below if you'd like to see me do the mod. If anybody's interested in that. If not, I'm not going to do the video on the mod. I will just do a video after it's modded. But if you'd like to see the actual mod itself, I'll be happy to put that video up, and I will record the video while I'm doing the mod of the blaster, so you guys can see step by step on how to do it. All right, so again, Nerf, the Fate is in my hands right now. Yeah, that was stupid, but great blaster, guys. Pick one up. I guarantee you won't be disappointed, and if you are disappointed, you can only be mad at me for $9. So I can live with that. All right, so thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.